Hi guys, so I just want to say something that this is something that a lot of you guys I feel like already realize that you've been going through, but I noticed that a lot of God's children we're oftentimes put in a position to where we have to do things on our own. And it's not to say that we're not supposed to be independent, but a lot of the times you're forced to be independent because when you go to people for specific things, it's like no matter what you do, it's like it's not being done properly for some reason, or it's like they always screw you over. They always take advantage of you. Like something always happens to where you're like, I might as well do it myself. I'm gonna just do it myself. I'm gonna do it myself. It's like you always end up saying to yourself, I'm gonna do it for myself. Okay. I'm just gonna do it myself. You get what I'm saying? So let me give you some examples. So, let's just say that you go to the barber, and every time you go to the barber, for some reason that haircut never comes out right, but everybody else's haircut comes out right. And it's like, okay, you know what? Because of that, I'm going to have to learn how to cut my hair myself. Now you're a pro at cutting your hair yourself. Do you get what I'm saying? It may be a situation where if you're a makeup artist, every time you get your makeup done from other people, it never comes out right. But when they do other people's makeup, their makeup comes out right. So now you have to learn how to do it yourself. Now you became a professional at that. You get what I'm saying? This is any area. This could be like maybe you go and you hire someone to do your website. And every time you go and hire someone to do your website, everyone else's website comes out right. The reviews are great, but for some reason with your website, it's not working out properly. For some reason with your website, there's all these mistakes. They're not fixing it. They're not correcting things. You're losing money. And you're like, I might as well just do it myself. I should have did it myself from the beginning, right? The reason why a lot of us go through that, growing up, or maybe since you're a kid or a teenager or whatever, the reason why a lot of you guys go through that is because one thing is that we often get mistreated because we are children of God, and like I said to you guys, sometimes people don't know that they're doing it. They just don't like you, or they may just not feel as ambitious when it comes to doing something for you. Okay, they may be ambitious when it comes to other people, but then when it comes to you, they don't want to put in the work and the effort the way that you deserve it, because that's what they're supposed to do, but they'll put in that effort and work when it comes to everybody else. So then you're often left with doing things yourself, okay? This often leads to you being very independent in multiple areas. This also often leads to you guys being very gifted in multiple areas, which is why a lot of God's anointed children, we are very gifted in many areas. You may have more than one talent because of that, because you were forced to do things on your own growing up, whether it was you're a child and you had to cook for yourself because no one cooked for you, whether you had to clean because no one helped you clean, you had to deep clean from a young age. So because you're cleaning at the age of age of 9 or 8, now you know how to clean properly. So now you have a cleaning business. Now you're a chef. Now you're a makeup artist. Now you're a barber. Like you can do marketing, you can do websites. So you have multiple talents, multiple gifts, because you were forced to have multiple talents and multiple gifts, because everybody that you depended on to help you in specific areas, they let you down. But let me tell you something. You see, it worked out in your favor, because now that you are an adult today, like I said before, you have multiple gifts, multiple talents. Okay. So I just wanted to clarify this for you guys, for many of you guys that may have been going through that, why you are oftentimes put in a position to where you have to say it out of your mouth or in your mind, I should have just did it myself. You get what I'm saying? Because oftentimes a lot of people, some of them purposely mess things up when it comes to you. And some of them, they don't know they're doing it. They just don't have that ambition, when it comes to doing anything to help you, because they just feel like they don't want to. You get what I'm saying? And it's not fair. A part of it was because we did have the spirit of rejection. That's why that happened all the time. But it's not fair to you. Oftentimes you're the one that gets taken advantage of, stolen from, and when it comes to even businesses, but what I'm saying that to give you guys kind of examples of why you're going through things now as an adult. Why, the person that does your taxes is doing it wrong. Why the person that, is supposed to do your inventory is not doing it properly. Or why the person that's supposed to do work in that area and help you with that, help you with your mortgage agent, she or he's not doing the best job? Or why is it the real estate agent that you hired ain't they're not going as hard for you as they go for other people? Because this is something that has happened your whole life, and a lot of the times people don't want to see the anointed ones win. They don't want to see us claim back our royalties, and it goes really deep, and some of these people don't even know they're being used by the enemy when it comes to these things. That's why when you go and do your taxes, someone may be doing it wrong on purpose, or they're rushing through it on purpose, not caring about the consequences that you're gonna have to face by not doing it properly. Do you get what I'm saying? Because when it comes back, you're gonna be the one that has to either pay more than what you owe, or you're losing what's owed to you. Do you see what I'm saying? Because it wasn't done properly. So a lot of people, when it comes to you, it's like they have this selfish mindset, because some people, like I told you guys before in another video, the enemy does work in different professions. Like just like God has his prophets working in professions like medical field and in the school industry and all of that, the devil has his people working in these industries as well, and their mission is to block us. Their mission is to stop us. And some of them don't even know they're being used. They just don't like you or have bad vibes from you, or they're just selfish when it comes to you. They don't want to see you progress, and then out of their malicious ways, they will do things like that to kind of block you, try to stop you. And then God will end up coming in and saying, no, you got to do it yourself. Now you got to learn how to do this. Since that person wants to block you, now you got to teach yourself how to do it. Or I'm going to have to bring someone in from that works for me, thus says the Lord, that is going to help you. You get what I'm saying? This is why patience is also required when you're starting out with anything. And this is why it's always important to pray to God when it comes to specific people that you're going to hire or that you're bringing in your life to help you. It took me years to finally find a hairstylist that I trust and that I love, and that every time she does my hair, I'm happy. You get what I'm saying? Where back in the day, it was always a hit or miss. And sometimes even when it looked good, the next day it would be like falling out or something. Like I always experienced stuff like that. And I had to teach myself how to do my own hair and teach myself how to take care of my hair and all of that because of that, right? And I'm just using that as an example, as eventually God will bring in the people that are meant to help you, that actually care, that actually love you, that actually are going to treat you equally the way they treat others. It will happen eventually, but you got to go to God with everybody in your life that comes in, that you're going to hire or that you're going to, that you need to help you in specific areas. Go to God about everyone, okay? But I wanted to give you that backstory of why many of you guys may have experienced that, but this is why many of you guys are also multi-talented today, is because of disappointments. You had to teach yourself how to do everything because of how you were treated before, right? So this is confirmation for many of you guys. It's still happening. So if you notice that, no matter what area it is, if you notice that you're supposed to go to someone for help and you're noticing that, how come when it comes to me, I'm being treated like this, but that person, they got this, or they're receiving it on time, or, they're getting this. Like, you have to question that, and you have to go to God and pray to God and ask God, is this the person I'm supposed to be doing my business with, or is this the person that is just trying to sabotage me? Do you get what I'm saying? You always have to ask God when it comes to things like that, just to make sure that you are actually surrounding yourself with the right people, because you also don't want the wrong hands on very important documents. You don't want the wrong hands in your hair. You don't want the wrong hands touching your body, touching your face. You get what I'm saying? Whatever it is you're doing, right? You don't want the wrong hands, because a lot of people carry bad spirits and entities too, okay? And if they are doing things like this on purpose and they're projecting these things onto you, then you're going to be walking away trying to break something through a fast because of what they did with their hands, or what they wished upon you and all of that. Okay, so I'm giving you guys a heads up, okay? Go to God with every person, especially in this season, and God's going to open doors for you. Every person that comes in and wants to talk to you, every person that wants to work with you, every person that wants to collaborate with you, whatever it is, you go to God about these people. If you need someone to help you with your taxes, because taxes is coming up, make sure you go pray to God about who you should go to, because a lot of people, they will screw you over and they won't contact you again, and then you're trying to pick up the pieces. You get what I'm saying? So be careful this season, okay? Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.